Hi, it's Future from Sewmate. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be showing you how to draft a one-piece shirt collar pattern. So you will need your basic shirt block patterns, both the front and back. I've got a link in the description below and I'll put another link above. So first we're going to go ahead and measure along the neckline for both the front and back. So for the front pattern, measure from the center front all the way to the neck shoulder junction, and for the back, from the center back all the way to the neck shoulder junction as well. So measure it like I'm doing here with a tape measure, following through the seam line to the neck shoulder junction, from the center back along the seam line to the neck shoulder junction. So you will need the following measurements: back neck measurement, front neck measurement, total front and back neck measurement, collar height, and decide on the collar stand height and the button extension. Now let's start drafting our pattern. So I'm going to be making use of my protractor to draw my guideline at the first instance. So first draw a straight line and then square another line across like I'm doing here. So this line here is going to represent our center back. Now you're gonna get your collar height. Mine is 7.5 centimeters. So along the center back line, I'm just gonna measure 7.5 centimeters and put a mark. Coming back to the corner again, we're going to measure across for our total neck measurement, which is our half neck measurement. And this point is going to mark our center front. From the center back again, we're going to go up 1 centimeter, put a mark and square a little line across like I'm doing here. So we went up 1 centimeter. Next we're going to join this straight line to this point with a nice curve using our curved ruler like I'm doing here. Now get your back neck measurement and we're going to measure it from the center back on our raised line, 9.5 centimeters for me, put a mark. So this is where our shoulder notch is. Next get your front neck measurement. Mine is 13.5. So from the shoulder notch we're going to measure along the raised line to the center front point and just put the right measurement there. Make any corrections you need to. From this new point that we measured, we're going to square a line up like I'm doing here. Make sure it's squared. Now coming back to our collar height point, we're just going to square a line across like I'm doing here. Then we're going to come back to the center front line and we're going to put in our button extension amount. Mine is 2 centimeters, put a mark and square a little line up. On the center front line, we're going to put in our collar stand width, which is 3 centimeters for me. Just put a mark. Then get your French curve and just draw a nice curve there like I'm doing here. Now we're going to come to this intersection and we're going to measure up along the center front line, 1.5 centimeters, put a mark. So we went up 1.5 centimeters. Now get your French curve and join this line to the raised point with a nice curve from the middle of our line like I'm doing here. Now we're gonna measure from this intersection going right along the curved line 2.5 centimeters to the right. So 2.5 centimeters and put a mark. Now we're going to connect this point to this point with a straight line. Now we're going to go ahead and add our seam allowances right round. I'm going to be using 1 centimeter except for the center back. So 1 centimeter right round except for the center back, which is going to be on fold. And transferring my notches to the edge of the pattern on the seam allowance. So this is going to be my collar draft. and cut around your pattern like I've done mine here. So get a folded pattern paper, and we're going to align the center back line with the fold line. So now pin everything down together so that nothing moves when we are cutting our pattern off. Cut around the whole pattern like I'm doing here. Now we're going to put our notches for the shoulder, center front, and the button extension. Remove your pins and separate the pattern pieces. So this is our collar pattern, and I'm just going to label it one piece shirt collar pattern. Cut one pair plus one fusing, and I put my initial, drawing in my grain line along the center back. And that's it, our pattern is finished. Thank you.